What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Devvon Terrell, and welcome to the My Audio Nerds podcast, the podcast for audio nerds like yourself. To the left of me,
how you just gonna call them nerds off rip though? Like you could have said like myself.
If you're watching this podcast, you are a nerd. I just want to let you know you're
Real,
a nerd.
real
There's
talk.
no other. You're just
Real
a nerd.
talk.
It's okay.
My
All
nerds.
My name is LJ, the FL. I'll be the guru today.
You're the guru today?
FL
That's
Master.
like, no, I'm the soldier. I gotta fight for FL.
FL
today.
soldier.
Okay.
Okay, that's a nasty army, but congratulations. And to my right of me,
You already know the Ableton rep, top dog, Courtney Taylor.
He's the
I
general.
love being here,
Look
man.
at this.
and
I just
hey,
love being here, bro.
Ableton
and hey, you
general.
guys, I use Pro Tools. We're nice guys.
Hey, I use Pro Tools.
Swag.
Yo,
Nah,
y'all,
it's not.
y'all
It's not,
mad
it's not.
scared.
We're not scared, actually.
they're not
It's
scared.
just, it's like we sit
You know
over
what
the
it is?
kingdom like this, like
Y'all
with our
too
hands
comfortable.
folded, and we just go, we'll wait for you.
Y'all too comfortable.
We're not. We just know what
Y'all
it is.
comfortable at the top. We gonna fight.
You realize Pro Tools don't fight with nobody? Because we just know?
I gotta press a plus
Yo,
button.
Avid don't give out sponsorships.
Y'all gotta press a plus button.
First of all, they kind of, I've been on many publications with them and stuff like that. Shout out to them. They post our videos. I mess with them.
I just want you to know that y'all gotta press a plus button to change the tempo on your beat. and then that in
Yes,
and of
y'all
itself,
do.
and then that in and of itself is dependent on where. Like, why am I? You know what? This song is 140. Let me do that before I fuck myself up.
Yeah, I
All
gotta
right, 165. Why did they change it over there at 1 minute and 30 seconds, my nigga? I
gotta
gotta click
press-
over
Oh,
here.
I know what you did wrong.
I'm sorry, but I have to click over here. Wait, no.
You got to start it at
Why did I do that wrong?
You know why? Can I
Why?
tell you why?
Tell me why.
Because Pro
Tell me
Tools
why.
is so ill that you can do tempo changes within your song and the DAW.
so can FL do it.
Ableton,
Okay,
FL,
but that's what it is.
CUBASE.
Your song can be at 160 at which you're a serial killer if you do this.
How many buttons you gotta press to record?
One. You're lying.
You lying.
I know what you.
You
Yes,
lying.
it's one. If you have a numpad, you know the numpad, and press 3, you're good.
Pro Tools does not come standard that way, by the way.
You don't have a numpad.
You have a numpad?
You don't have a numpad.
That's not. Come on, man.
You definitely gotta set that up,
after
too.
2004 doesn't have a
But all you
numpad.
gotta do is
numpad.
record arm the track and then make sure you record the count the transport, and you're good.
Should sound like a BuzzFeed tutorial.
But if you
see how
press
many
3
steps you got?
If you arm the track
Y'all not
here and
doing
then hit
this.
transport,
Yo, let's not- yo, one gotta go. One gotta go. One gotta go.
Okay, so basic. Long story short, Levis is gonna give us a one gotta go. We're gonna go to this.
All right,
right quick.
one gotta
do
go from your door.
oh boy,
The quantize button. The undo button.
Ooh.
Or bounce in place.
Bounce in place.
Without a doubt, bounce in place.
Yeah.
That's the
Damn, I wish you gave a one harder. Like I wish you didn't say bounce in place because that's too easy.
All right, we could do one or the other then.
I guess it could be bouncing place for me too.
Between what? Undo and what?
And quantize.
Between undo and quantize.
undo. I need undo.
Gotta go?
I need undo.
Oh, you keep undo.
And I need undo. I need undo.
But I ain't
Facts.
perfect. I ain't gonna lie. I'll live with my mistakes.
That's what I'm saying.
I live with my
What?
mistakes. Quantize, bro.
Yo, to say I live with my mistakes I make. So you would keep quantize or let it go?
I
Yes,
ain't
to
gonna
keep
lie.
quantize.
What do I lose? I know I lose a lot with undo, but I'm thinking like
You lose a
I
lot.
could redo. Like if I fuck up the volume, I could just put it right back up.
No. What I use it for is you ever do something and go, oh no, what did I do?
Sheesh.
And you don't know what you did.
You're right.
Something changed.
That's
You're like,
true. That's true.
bam.
But can I tell you
What
something?
do I do
the
now?
undo button.
It's the undo button, bro.
If you get rid of quantize, you're gonna use the fuck out that undo button to re-record them fucking keys.
That's right.
Can I
That's
tell you
right.
why FL
I'ma be
Studio
a
I could
master.
get away with keeping that getting rid of quantize?
Why?
We have a step sequencer, so I don't need to record my drums. You need to, Mr. Pro Tools.
First of all, I can click and put it in the piano roll. And we have
Yo.
Cell. We have a step sequencer now.
If you lose quantize, you gotta really click into the piano roll, bro.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
To
that's
manually
buns.
quantize this shit.
Kind of
But
buns.
but my thing
But
is
undo is like too important.
undo is mad important, bro. Because there's mad times I've messed something up volume wise or changed something and and I'm like, oh my God, what just changed? And I need undo. And I just undo and I'm like, I don't know what fixed it, but whatever. And I make sure I don't change it
Rapid
again.
fire.
Okay.
Okay.
Control S, Control V.
Which one?
Yeah.
Control S.
Keep one.
Control S.
No, you won't manually save?
No, I am not gonna hit file save.
Control V, but you want to manually paste?
I'd rather have that save function.
I would just press save.
Nah, give me that. I need
Control
Command
V,
S.
bro?
Bro, there's times
That's a
where
good
7
question.
hours
You're
will
right,
go by.
you're right.
My
Yeah,
brain,
you're gone. And
fam,
you're gone.
my brain is trained
And you're
to
gone.
not even know I press Command S. Like my
So
brain
on my-
is trained that way.
Put the camera on me. To all my FL guys, your shit ever almost like you know it's about to crash, like the shit stopped, and you start spamming that.
Oh yeah. and it don't save. It never saves.
That'd be me in Premiere.
Shout out
And then
to
when it comes back up, you press save OD. Be like, oh my God, it's saved.
Everything.
We got to get better. So what did we land on?
Bounce in place has to leave, but then Quantize. Right
but then
after.
Quantize, and then so Command Z is the greatest button ever made.
Yeah, I
like
gotta
they just
undo.
know
I
human
gotta be able to
beings.
undo.
We suck at things.
Try
We
to
make
make a
mistakes.
beat. You know what? That's
We
your
make
challenge
mistakes.
for today. We should leave a challenge on these episodes.
What?
Try to make a beat without Quantize today. And you gonna see how much you need.
Try to make a beat without
Yeah, that
undoing.
beat.
I know.
Try to make a beat without undoing. I want to see y'all do that.
Try
I
to
want
make
to
a
see y'all.
beat.
You do both. Do both.
They
And y'all
now-
tell us which one's easier.
Everyone that's watched this podcast now knows that we are from New York with that accent that he just had. You're doing. I just heard it. I was
What
like,
I'm
damn,
doing.
bro. You're from Mount Vernon.
Say, yo,
all right.
what's going on with that?
So the topic that I wanted to bring to you guys today
okay.
is the end-all be-all topics of all time.
Whoa.
And it is a lot of pressure here. Which is the best DAW?
Man, let's give me a
fight.
harder question.
Y'all ever open your DAW and see a big ass fruit show up on your show up on your screen? I'm telling y'all.
So, okay. So let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to recording and tracking vocals and production,
And
I-
production.
when it comes to mixing and recording, better. I'll say that. When it comes to recording and mixing, I think and I believe Pro Tools is unmatched. That is my opinion.
Cool. I'm looking at all around, and I believe
That's
the
also true.
only company that has better stock plugins than FL Studio is Reason.
I don't agree.
Ooh.
I
Or
think,
Logic.
I
Why
think
you say
Logic
that?
has the best
Or
stock.
Logic.
Well, why say Reason?
Logic
though?
has the
I
best
wanna know,
stock
though. Why
plugins.
say
Reason is it's to the point where Reason's saying fuck our DAW. We can go make money
Just
with
make
these
plugins.
plugins.
That's true. Redrum,
Wow.
redrum, and
Oh,
that. Yo,
yeah.
you forget.
Can I tell you something? No. Real talk, Logic. I'm gonna give Logic this because there's no Logic representation. Y'all plugins are good. Yeah.
Oh,
we
Logic,
just played
y'all
Disclosure.
plugins
We just
are
played the last
fire.
record.
I'll say this.
Y'all plugins are
what
fire.
taught me a lot about Logic plugins was when we started doing our templates in Logic.
Yep.
And I was
stock
doing
versions?
Bro, the stock plugins were OD. I was like, these are good.
Yeah, they do-
I
they do
think
crazy
they have
things.
the best stock plugins as far as a quality concern. I'm like, yo, they have the best stock plugins. That's
Right
just
after,
me.
Right
That's fair.
after, we got Fruity Balance, Fruity Reverb, Fruity Limiter.
Doesn't
Yes.
that reverb have 2 E's in it or something?
Yeah, Reverb. It's double. It's all that. Fruity Reverb 2. We got Fruity Reverb 2. We got Fruity Delay Bank 3. We got Fruity Delay Bank and then Fruity Delay 3. We got Sound Goodizer. You ever use
That's
Sound
a
Goodizer?
nasty name. And that's the first guard particle. Everybody say, yo, this is the first guard particle. Sound good.
Dead ass
Don't
is,
forget,
though.
don't forget your
nasty.
Fruity Love filter.
So what do
Fruity
you...
Love Filter with a PH, not a F.
Y'all got weird stuff.
Filter with a PH, bro.
So here's my
That is
question.
kinda strange.
I'm gonna start
I like
with
that. It's mad stylish.
I'm gonna start with Courtney first. What do you think is the strong suit of Ableton? Because I know
Ableton?
you're an Ableton, but we know you love Ableton. What is the strong suit? What is the feature in Ableton that makes you put it above all the other DAWs?
the X button on the top left corner.
That was good. That was really good. I would definitely say, damn, that's a good question. I would really probably say our biggest. Oh, actually, our biggest asset is something I actually did not start utilizing until last year.
What?
Ableton, if you press the tab button on it, for all those who use Ableton, you can change up whether you're in the arrangement view window or in the session mixer view window. And in the session mixer view window, I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. I'm just sorry. This is
Yo,
really,
we was ready to smoke my son.
because this really like
Okay.
blew my mind when I
Okay.
saw this.
Okay.
So I've always realized, because I used to ask my man that taught me Ableton, yo, what's the difference with this? Can I like produce here? They're like, yeah, you can, but it's a little bit different. And I'm like, what does that mean? And he never explained it to me. He's like, just produce in the arrangement window in the timeline.
Right.
Cool.
Right.
I seen someone do a tutorial where they made a 8-bar loop, drums, strings, everything.
Okay.
Had all those tracks that they already recorded the MIDI to armed,
Right.
went over to their arrangement view, hit record, and the whole shit just recorded. And I was like,
Oh, and it dumped it. Like a dump?
I can really make pieces to these songs and just record the whole thing once I'm
So let
done.
me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question.
So
think about
in that sense, I would say our arrangement and
wow, you could build a bridge. You could build a
can
bridge
build
in
a
a whole
bridge
other section
right
cleanly.
there, and then doom.
So let me ask you this question. So think about it like Premiere. We both use Premiere Pro.
Yes.
So think about it like sequences. Like you know how you can have multiple sequences.
Can I say something?
This is nerd shit.
Those at the end of all those tracks, that section that you play where it's numbered 1, 2, 3, they're called sequences. They're called scenes.
Oh, so that's what you could do in your DAW?
And then if you have your joint, like, it automatically sets whenever you're activating another scene, it goes to the BPM. So if you had it to come in on the last two, on that last two, da, 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 and I click that play, it's gonna wait until that final bar finishes looping
to actually start recording. Which we do that too.
That's fire.
We do that too. We have count offs.
I'm sorry.
We have a count off
That's
function.
fire to me.
And what you call it? We have count offs.
That's y'all pluses?
No, that's not the plus. Hold
that's
on.
that's a great
Yo,
plus.
hear me and hear me well.
Go ahead,
Ableton
go ahead,
is
go ahead,
the
go ahead.
Burger King of all DAWs.
And what restaurant is FL
My
Studio?
nigga said, yo, listen to
What restaurant is FL Studio?
we Wendy's. We hard. It's in a quiet. No, Wendy's is. Y'all not gonna shit on Wendy's.
I'm gonna put
Y'all
them-
Wendy's?
I'm gonna put.
Wendy's.
Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna
I
put
don't
y'all
think
as
y'all Wendy's.
Y'all are McDonald's.
We are McDonald's. Pro Tools is McDonald's.
Yeah, y'all McDonald's.
Y'all ain't Wendy's though.
You know who they are?
Burger King? I ain't
They're
gonna
like
lie.
they're like
Y'all
somewhere.
Burger King for
They're
y'all.
somewhere in the range.
Ableton is Wendy's. Hold on.
They're somewhere in the range.
Ableton is
nah,
Wendy's,
you know
bro.
why? You know why? You know why?
Because they got good chicken
But you
sandwich.
know
Like
why?
they got good.
wait,
But you know
hold on,
why though?
Courtney.
You know
Hold on,
why?
Courtney.
Because FL to me, FL is in the range of like the Chick-fil-A / Shake Shack.
I
No.
think Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
I think Chick-fil-A.
You're giving him
Nah.
way too much.
No, no,
credit.
nah, he's not
Hear me
wrong.
out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Logic
Nationally-
is Shake
Wait.
Shack. Logic is Shake Shack.
Can I tell you something?
What?
He just told us that their biggest plus was there's a button that lets you switch windows.
I ain't gonna lie.
This shit-
I was about to go to my. Hold on, Cam. Can you show my laptop right quick? You show my laptop? Watch this.
Right. Oh, we can do that too.
We got that too.
Can I tell you what
Okay,
our
I was
pluses
not
are,
trying to
bro?
just boost
Can I tell
that.
you what your plus is?
Go ahead. What's my plus?
Y'all outside of Machine have the best production hardware
That's true.
to software.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's true.
The
For sure.
Ableton
The push for sure. The push is
incredible.
I think that's true.
It's fire.
I believe
Oh,
that.
also we do have a soft clipper. Like
And
as one of our
Novation makes
stock
a bunch of-
plugins.
What's the name of y'all soft clipper?
The glue compressor. It has a built-in soft clipper in it.
Oh, okay.
That shit ain't no fruity soft clipper.
Y'all have one of the greatest soft clippers on earth. I'll give you that. Hold on. I'll show respect when respect is due.
Come on, fruity soft clipper.
Some respect is due.
The soft clipper, that's why all those beats be distorted and banging.
Smacking.
Yeah, and guess what? Guess what else?
Because the
What?
FL secret is
we
turned
got
up.
the limiter on the master once you come in, bro.
That's terrible.
That is disgusting.
We have
I'm
the
sorry.
best. I'll tell you this: we have the best virtual instruments that come with our software. We have Harmer.
Is Serum built in?
No, we're not that dope.
Oh, I thought y'all, because I
They
was
have
like,
that
keys.
dope.
They
is
have
it
FL
Serum?
keys.
If we have FL,
They got,
FL keys is terrible.
First of all, let me
But then
take-
you have
we got
what's the other
Morphine.
joint?
We got
Flex.
Flex. Flex
Got
is
Flex.
new. Flex is hard. If
got
I show you
Flex.
Flex, you gonna
Flex
want
is
to buy
hard.
Flex.
Let me
Flex is hard.
cape. Let me cape for Pro Tools right quick. Okay.
Let me cape.
Y'all have one nasty sounding piano, and that's it.
The mini grand?
Yes.
That's not. The mini grand isn't bad.
Is this-
it's not great,
He's
but it
speaking
isn't
down
the
on
worst
air.
thing in the world. First of all, we have the whole ARR bundle, which is
Which is
OD.
hard, yes.
Which kind
It's
of
OD.
is crazy because you don't use
Wait,
expand
hold
a lot.
on.
I don't use expand. I use
should.
the stereo with
You should
ARR
use-
stereo
yeah, I
with.
do have
You- you
expand.
should
Yeah,
use
we have
expand.
expand. We have a
Expand
bunch of
is
stuff.
$5 on Plug-in Boutique.
Like you literally had
So,
serum
we just
before
talked
you
about
had
Can I say-
serum.
can I show you
and
something?
you just don't use it.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Can I show y'all something?
What are you about to
Real
show
quick.
me?
What's up? He's about to show
When
us
I
the greatest
open
still
FL
ever.
Studio, you know what the most inspiring shit is? Like, I'll be like, you know what, let me just make a beat, right? I open FL Studio, and listen to this.
No, listen.
Sorry to bother you, honey.
So
tag
FL Studio
goes.
is so,
You can set.
Your tag.
you can put your tag as the opening for your what you call it. Whoa! Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. That's hard.
Hate, man, hate.
Damn.
Yeah, I hate it.
I tried to hate.
That's hard.
I ain't gonna lie. That's hard.
FL for production.
Okay.
Can I tell you something?
Can I tell you-
The sidebar,
That's
the
OD.
browser that has all your sample packs, all your splice shit.
Can I say this?
All
They
your
have the best
effect. You can
sidebar.
drag and drop.
find things easier
You
in
can
FL.
drag
I
and
do
drop
say that.
vocal
You can find
chains,
things
bro.
way easier in FL out of all
You
the
can
ones.
drag and drop your chains and effects and shit.
When it comes, that's true. But this is okay. So this is my thing, right? Let me tell you why I produce in Pro Tools, right?
Okay.
Nasty.
So my whole reason why I
Facts.
produce in Pro Tools is because I wasn't enjoying the process of making a beat
And
and
then
then,
having to export
bouncing and exporting down. I did notice a difference in sonics in the whole nine. Like I noticed that. Like I was like, it feels different in my program. Even though
Because
we,
you was using Mixcraft.
even though you're a liar. Even though we
Don't you ever speak on my name
that
like
myth
that.
that all DAWs have different. That's actually that we actually busted that. Remember we bounced the same song in all of our DAWs and it was the same. It was
Yeah.
dead the same. It was no difference.
There's no-
I will show you. I'm gonna show you a tutorial on that soon. Don't worry about that. But for me, the reason why I mix and use Pro Tools is because I am a mixer and a producer and a songwriter. So for me, this is my all-in-one encompassing tool where I never lose inspiration because I'm right
Always
at home
inside it.
at all times. I never have to bounce, then bring it in, then go, oh, damn, I want to change this part. Got to go back to FL, change that, then bring it back. Like, I don't want to do that. So for me, recording and mixing in Pro Tools is top notch. It's as far as and what makes it that way is the routing. It's because the way we can route in Pro Tools is OD insane from how I can group things. No, I don't like how y'all routing goes with the wires. That come on, stop.
Nah,
that's childish. That's mad childish.
Every track is an aux.
I'll watch you do it, and I'll be like, "This is nasty."
Tutorials on
Look how nasty, bro.
Yo,
and then when they click the
yo,
shit,
Pete.
And it be dangling. It's nasty. Look at that. I don't know what's happening. Like, that's nasty.
It's hard,
Stop
yo.
that.
Stop.
FL. Stop that.
Stop it.
Nah, it's
I-
kind of cool though. It's
I am
fake
a
cool, but
grown
it's mad
man.
funny.
I don't want to see that.
I don't
care
know
for that.
And we got themes now
That's so
too.
funny.
But
They do have
do you have
skins?
VCA faders?
What is a VCA?
Exactly. Do you have
No, I'm just
No, I'm
unsure.
not shitting on you. But I'm trying to make you understand as far as the routing and the control and the subgrouping and the thing. It's made like an analog board. And because I come from analog, when I'm in Pro Tools, I totally get it. So when I see a VCA fader, long story short, a VCA fader only controls volume. So it's like
We got a volume now too.
Listen,
Listen,
So long story short, I can group all of my individual tracks, right? I can say, okay, all my drums, I group them, and I say, put that in a group. I can then attach a VCA fader to them, and I can literally automate that VCA fader to be for all of those drums. Now, granted, I could do it the way where I just bust them all out to an aux, right? And it's controlled by the aux. But I don't want the signals to be, I don't want the totality of the signals to be controlled. There's just so many different things that I do in Pro Tools that helps with automation. Like our automation, unmatched. Like our automation in Pro Tools, what I can do from an automation is insane. Like as far as, let me ask you this question.
automation is incredible too.
Let me ask you this question. Do you have the ability to automate specific buttons in plugins?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
not
because we
special.
do too.
You're not special.
I was wondering if
But
that
you
was
know what it
special. Because
I don't know how it works for other DAWs, but for Ableton specifically, it tells us like, oh, press configure, click the button, and you can like add your automation parameters. But sometimes when we click certain joints, I think if it's not like, if the company hasn't made it so that it's, it's fully automatable
Then
in every DAW,
it
it can't read it.
Interesting. So
FL loves the kids.
yes, you do. We know you do. We know you have Fruits as your logo.
17.
So-
No,
That sounded crazy.
12-year-olds are making terrible music as we speak in FL Studio.
Because it's so easy to make terrible music in that program.
Exactly.
And FL is OD.
enters kids into the world of music.
Let me say this: if I wasn't using Pro Tools and I had to pick what I wanted to produce in, I'm gonna go with FL. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'll be dead honest, because I was a Logic. I used to produce in Logic years ago, and I love Logic. But for some reason, the way FL was set up just made a lot of sense to me, and it made me move fast. And y'all plugins, the grow speed, like y'all just have special
Fruity
stuff
reverb.
to y'all that's important to me. First of all, y'all need to take the extra E out of reverb. I don't like that.
That's very reverb.
Thirdly, can you show my
notebook.
computer right quick, Camden? So long story short, the way I would do the automation for us, the way it works for us is we press Control, Option, Command, and just click the button. And then it says, and then it enables the automation sequence for it. And that's it. So now I have the automation in here, and I can go right over to
That's actually tough.
right here, and look, NLS channel drive. So the drive knob is automated, and now I can just automate the drive knob how I want. And that's stuff like that is why I love it, because then I could do like the randomized function of like doing like this,
Yeah, just drawing it in.
and then look, and it changes it, which is super ill. Like, to me, our automation, you can show back to me, Cam. To me, our automation is just unmatched. Like, I just think that the way we can move,
I'll give you that. Yeah.
as far as everything is concerned, is just a lot
I'm
smoother.
trying to FL. I'm not gonna let us lose. I feel like we low key losing right now, so I gotta get Ableton out of here.
Oh
real
boy.
quick.
Here we go.
Y'all niggas.
Watch him fail. Let's do it.
Y'all couldn't record in mono till 30 days ago.
Yo, that's great. Yo, what was that? Mono?
Oh, y'all still can't.
Oh, you tell us?
Y'all niggas is terrible.
Wait, so y'all just got to update? Wait.
No,
Hold
I
on.
was kidding. I thought
Preface
y'all
that.
could now.
Preface that. But a while ago, Courtney had me understand that you couldn't record in mono in Ableton, which I think I don't know
There's
how
no way
true that
Ableton
is.
is
There's
that
no way.
popular.
There's no, and Ableton, again, if you haven't fixed this, you need to fix this. There's no, when you create a audio track, there's no mono function audio track. And the funniest thing is, I didn't even know about that for Ableton until I started watching this guy's tutorials. Because then I'm seeing a lot of his vocal tracks, and I'm like, huh, There's only one green pillar on that track. Why do all mine have two? And I look it up. Oh, that's because Ableton doesn't create mono audio tracks. And I'm like,
That's
that's buns.
That has to be impossible because to me it's like if I'm recording a guitar, that's a mono instrument. So
if you have the utility plugin on, you can just turn your width down to mono.
We got a
Wait a minute, that's not how it works.
It is how it works.
That's not how y'all do it.
Have you not seen any of my templates?
Oh wait, so if I want to record guitar, right?
Okay.
I got a guitar, acoustic guitar, and it's one line. It's a line in. I'm going into input one, right? And you're telling me that you have to open up a stereo track and then turn the utility plugin to mono. No, you don't.
Ableton is out of here.
It records it. No, it doesn't. You can drag in a mono audio file. But Ableton, at least for me, that as far as I know, I was never been able to record mono.
Because let me say this last thing. Because to me, when I do it in Pro Tools, right? Let's say, for instance, I'm in Pro Tools, I'm recording on a track that has a stereo plugin, right? So I'll record, obviously my vocals mono. There's no way to make that stereo. I go, whoa, yeah, yeah. And then what it does is I only see one of the bars light up, right? As far as the left side. But then when I press play, both of them will light up. But I can differentiate if I want this to be strictly a mono track or a stereo track. So I think what's happening is your DAW just doesn't straight up say, hey, I will create a mono track right now. Because Pro Tools is fire where if a track is mono and I throw a stereo plugin on it, it'll make it stereo. If I remove the stereo track, it'll make it back to mono.
That's kind of dope.
So
it knows.
It's either Ableton is terrible, or
it's not true,
or
it's not
Courtney
true.
doesn't know how to use Ableton. Regardless, in this argument,
I just want to
Ableton
know,
is
like,
losing.
if we can now record stereo tracks, then I'm here for that. That's really wonderful.
Well, y'all can record stereo tracks. I can't
Just
record
mono tracks. You said you mean mono tracks?
I mean mono tracks. Yeah.
So here's where I'm landing on, right? When it comes to strong suits, I think each DAW has a strong suit.
No,
For sure.
Yeah. What do you mean no? What do you mean no?
I can name you 10 DAWs that have terrible, no strong.
Okay,
suits.
well, not every. I'm talking about the top tier DAWs
You
that
ever
we
use
use.
Audacity?
Stop.
It's a great program.
Stop. Don't poop on them. Everybody said that's not a DAW.
It's not a DAW.
That's like
that's the
I ain't gonna
DAW.
lie,
You can change sample rate.
you can't change the sample rate in Audacity. In Audacity,
Yeah.
you can just change the sample
Yeah.
rate. That's not good. To just click it and change the sample rate, that's not good, y'all.
That's pretty cool.
What are you talking? Wait, so there's a button in Audacity, you just press it and it changes the sample rate?
I think it's probably because probably one of the meters on the side is measured by sample rate. So yeah, kind of makes sense.
That's
You can just click and drag it down.
Because in
That's what
Pro
I'm
Tools,
saying.
in Pro Tools, when you work in a certain sample rate, no, that's it. It's like, this is the sample rate, and if you want to change it, open a new session, pussy. Like,
Oh,
that's
I
what
see
it
what you mean,
basically
I
says.
see what you mean.
So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
weird.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Okay, Audacity. So
well, I'll tell you this.
every DAW has a strong suit.
strong suit.
I am going to claim that when it comes to mixing and recording, I am going to claim Pro Tools. Do I produce in it? Yes. Do I think that's its strong suit? Absolutely not. I think that there's some things that can be improved. I would like them to cater more to the producers because I think that if they do, it'll be a wrap. I know how to use it really well.
Yeah.
So when it comes to recording and mixing, I'm going to give it to Pro Tools. That's why I use it.
When it comes to production
And editing. Thank you, Drew.
when it comes to production and anything involving musical instruments, FL Studio wins by
That's
far.
a broad statement. What do you mean anything involving
as a
musical
broad
If you want to
instruments?
record musical instruments, if you want to create beats, if you want to use, we have a step sequencer. We have we
gonna
already
be my
have
argument.
VSTs ready for y'all if y'all want to create stuff. We have
gonna
one of
be
the
my
best
argument.
piano rolls, period. Like,
That's true.
yes,
That's true.
We have the
Yeah.
best sequencer. We have
That's
the
true.
best
That is
built-in
true.
sampler. Like, when you
Okay.
was hype about Wave CR8, it's incredible. Don't get me wrong.
But-
But I already
Nah,
have
I'm
it
not
built
gonna lie.
in.
I know.
It's there already for
I
me.
know.
Can I tell you something?
What?
And our
A company last month, no, 3 months ago, announced a standalone DAW, a free standalone DAW, and a free collection of VSTs. And I think they about to get all of us out of here.
Who? A standalone DAW? What's that?
Behringer.
Oh. Bro, I took you so serious, and I was looking at your screen like, what the hell is that? They making
That was
plugins?
mad funny.
They making plugins and a DAW.
Behringer's gonna drop a DAW?
Catch this new Beyonce track coming out of Behringer. I would be like, nah, bro.
I ain't gonna say nothing, man. Yo, I hope it's good.
I love you
hope
though,
it's good
Behringer.
too.
Yeah,
Shout
good
out
luck,
to
good
Luna
luck with
too.
that though. Honestly,
Behringer's Luna.
see now they're wilding.
All right.
This has been. This has been
Quick question.
Go ahead.
If you had to switch to any other DAW, which one would it be? I think we have the same
for
answer.
all my work.
Yes. I'm going to Logic.
Me too.
I'm going to Logic.
Good pick. I'm gonna Logic.
I'm probably going
because
to Logic
recording
as
and mixing
well.
is my biggest
I'm
my
probably
biggest thing.
going into Logic as well. Yeah.
Damn. So what does that say about Logic then?
They're the best alternative. They're the best second choice.
They're the greatest all arounder.
They're the best second choice.
They're
I
the
think they're the best
all-rounder.
second choice for
No,
anybody.
they're not good at
all-rounder.
any. No, I'm kidding.
No,
Shout
they're
out to
good.
Apple.
Can I say something? I think Logic is the best all around DAW.
They're the best all around.
Because they have the production wise good
Yeah.
and recording wise good. And the automation is good
They're
too.
just good. They're not the best in any
In anything
specific.
to me.
They're like LeBron.
Oh my god. I don't even know how that makes sense. I do not agree with him at all.
I'm kidding. Shout out to LeBron. You're
That
my
was
favorite player
really
of all
funny,
time.
but that is not. You're the greatest player of all time.
You're my favorite. No, he's
He's my favorite player too. He's my favorite player all time.
Damn.
So what does that say about Logic? Are they McDonald's?
No, Logic isn't McDonald's. I feel like Logic
No, we
is
should
like,
do these real
what's a
comparisons.
famous? What is Logic on the food wise?
Five Guys?
I think it could be
No.
Five Guys. It could be Smash Burger.
Smash for Chipotle.
Logic is Chipotle.
That's what it is.
Oh my God.
Magic's music maker is Taco Bell.
That's OD.
You only use it when you're drunk or high.
So yeah, so I'm going back to my Shake Shack Chick-fil-A comment for him then. Because I still
Where's
stand.
Chick-fil-A?
He's
FL
a fan.
Studios
They're
Chick-fil-A.
not Chick-fil-A.
You know what it
They
is?
are Wendy's.
You know
We're
what it is?
Popeyes.
No, it's not. Stop saying that. You know
We're
why?
Popeyes.
Oh, that's
FL
We're
Studio.
mad ghetto. We're
They got
Pop-
good chicken.
no.
Ableton is Arby's.
Nah, no disrespect to Arby's, but nah,
I
they're not
love y'all.
Arby's. Nah.
No
Y'all are
disrespect
Wendy's.
to Arby's.
Nah,
I
they are
appreciate
dead
that. I
Wendy's,
appreciate
bro.
that. I appreciate
They're
that. I
Wendy's, bro.
appreciate that.
Because you know why? Everybody, even if you don't eat Wendy's, you're like, nah, Wendy's is valid. Like Wendy's is kind of valid.
Who's
Yes,
Burger
it
King?
is. Studio One.
That's OD.
Nah.
Nah, who's Studio One?
Luna.
No.
Luna is Burger
We don't
King.
know enough about Luna. We don't know
You're
enough
right.
about Luna. Who is Studio One? Because we know enough about Studio One. Buster said Diddy's.
That was good.
Studio One is Diddy's.
Studio.
Oh my
Or they IHOP. Yeah, they IHOP or Diddy's. Studio
That was
One is
dumb
IHOP.
funny.
It's
That
good
was
breakfast.
hilarious.
It's like
What's
I
the spot we go to? But it's like only way. Studio One might be Taco Bell, bro.
Cubase might be a bodega. I think Cubase is the bodega. Get
What's
a
the
good
shit
chopped
everybody using on
cheese.
their phone?
That's not an insult. What?
What's the shit everybody using on their phone now? BandLab? That's his food truck.
That's definitely the food truck.
On the corner.
That's the food truck.
BandLab's a food
BandLab's
truck.
That's the food truck. That's the food
BandLab
truck.
is a food. Yo, we gonna chop this up.
OD.
BandLab is a food
It's
truck.
a food truck for sure.
So what is Ableton? Ableton is Wendy's. Pro Tools is McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Straight up
Who's
McDonald's.
Burger King? I think Logic. But I
No,
don't like
Logic
Burger
is
King. Burger King
Chipotle,
is
bro.
terrible.
Logic is that was the best.
What is FL? Y'all better not give it to Burger King.
FL? We
I
said
gotta
y'all
give him. I gotta give him the Shake Shack /
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
They are not.
Popeyes.
You know
We're
why?
Popeyes.
'Cause
They're
I'll be
not
Popeyes.
Shake
Can you hear
Shack.
me out? Can you hear me
What
out?
he said?
I
FL's
don't
probably
think
Burger
so.
King, bro.
I can't say that. You know
I ain't gonna
why?
lie. FL's probably Burger
I hate
King.
Burger King, personally.
That's why. But FL's right.
That's
FL's
why.
Burger King, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. You're Burger King.
That's OD.
It's okay. Own that. It's cool.
You got
Y'all
the
are pretty
Impossible
good.
Whopper.
Bring back the snack wraps, nigga. Because you're McDonald's, you didn't get that?
I
Yo, come
caught
on.
that, but
Wait.
I was thinking about how much a snack rack cost, and I was like, nah, they ain't bringing that back. That shit was $1.29. They ain't bringing
Yeah,
that
they're not
back.
bringing that back.
Facts.
Yo, the McChickens is like $4 now.
Yeah, they OD. I don't know what's happening. Inflation is real. But like, so for me, as far as it coming back full circle to the whole conversation, as far as picking the best DAW, I think that each DAW has a strong suit and their weaknesses. And I think that for what each one of you do is why it's conducive to you.
Can I say something?
What?
Ableton, I already said my favorite thing about Ableton is the push.
What is the push, by the way? I don't know what that is.
Standalone, bro, you don't never need to touch your laptop.
Pretty much.
It's literally a production suite in a pad. It's like what Akai used to do.
Okay.
Bro,
Oh.
it's their proprietary hardware,
Uh-huh.
and it's created by Ableton. It's not by Novation or anybody. Like,
Right.
It's
Yeah.
in-house. It's really good.
Is it a bunch of like pads?
Yes.
Oh,
and
I've
it's
seen
like,
it.
bro, it's dope. It's like Machine.
Right.
Machine also has that. Machine is probably Denny's for real.
Yes,
It's
I've seen
hard,
that.
yeah.
I've seen that.
But
That's hard.
Pro Tools, can I say the worst thing about Pro Tools?
Sure.
And it's also the best thing about FL?
What?
lifetime free updates
Okay.
and your monthly subscription.
So
Yeah, that's
okay,
pretty
so
true.
so that
That's
is something
pretty
to
true.
And
comment on.
iLock. Can I say before it was the monthly subscription, it was iLock.
That
I'm
too.
not carrying around an iLock.
But you don't have to carry around the iLock. Only reason I have it is because I have
have the
multiple
physical one.
systems.
Oh.
So I need to have.
Oh, that makes sense.
So I can have 2 licenses, but the only way you can have 2 licenses is
You
if
have
you
a
use the
physical
cloud
iLock.
and then a physical, and that's it. So I have to do it that way. But that's my
all right,
lifestyle.
The subscription on a DAW is crazy.
So, but I can look
It's
at
a
that.
little weird. It's a
and
little
say,
weird to think about.
You think? Here's my thing. If you think for 1 second that they not gonna go that way,
I'm confident if any company is not going to charge, it's going to be FL. FL is going to keep
I don't
it
think
there.
so. I think they're gonna
If
catch
they
y'all.
make us, if the only way they could catch us is if they say, all right, you're going to pay for plugins, like the set of plugins that come with FL, cool. But as far as FL goes, I don't think they're ever going to charge us.
You know why I think they will? There's way too much money on the table.
Hell yeah.
And if I'm if for me, and,
They might start
and-
dropping new
and it would
new
pack
shit.
up all the crack version people. It would pack y'all
It will
up.
pack up
Not
the
you
crack
saying you,
version
because I know you have a real version,
Yeah.
but it would pack
He said,
up people that have crack.
Keep my name right. Keep my name right.
I've been seeing, like, I don't even know if they crack into 20.
I don't see many
know
people
who-
cracking the 20.
Who is not charging a subscription,
Who?
but got rid of the cracks?
Who?
The most cracked software in
Omnisphere?
plugin history. No.
Who?
Nexus.
Oh yeah,
Oh
Nexus
my
was a
God.
crack. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. They used to crack
Everybody
Nexus.
had Nexus 2.
Nexus 2.
And
Yes.
Nexus 3, not
one
bit.
crack because they
Not
got the cloud now. They got the
yeah.
ReFX cloud. They changed it. I'm not gonna lie. We talked about it before in previous episodes where when Pro Tools changed to the subscription model, it did take us for a loop. But I said to myself, this is the way all companies are going, because I can even say the same for Adobe Premiere, Suites.
Yeah.
All of that stuff is you can't even buy it. You have to
You have
buy the
to subscribe
subscription.
to the cloud.
I don't think. I
They
think
got
the
you. They
only
got
two
y'all.
companies. I don't think
Y'all
it's
are
FL.
so
If it
diehard.
happens to FL, I will get on this platform and shit on y'all for 10 minutes by myself. But I don't think it's the only other company I think that probably wouldn't do it, but I don't have faith in them too much.
Is who?
Is Apple for Logic. I don't think they'll do it for Logic.
I don't think
think Logic is
Logic would
safe.
do it.
I think Logic is safe, but
The only
FL
one I see doing it is FL.
No.
And because you know why? Because they have so many users.
There's mad
and guess
users
what?
now.
Y'all
There's
ain't
mad
going
users.
nowhere. Y'all cape so hard for it. Y'all not going. No, y'all not changing.
But I feel like they emphasize that, like, this is why you should buy it. It's lifetime free update. Maybe they might come out with another version on, because I have the highest signature version.
Okay.
So they might come out with a new thing where there are certain features, like they have to introduce something new.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the only way. They got to make Gross Beat exclusive or something. Like they
Type
have to
shit.
Yeah, that was
introduce-
smart. I'm not gonna lie.
They have to make something new that'll make us upgrade to a monthly
make that
to another
joint,
monthly
yeah.
But as far as
subscription.
what we got right now,
There's no reason to do it.
it's not going nowhere. Think about it. It's been that way since FL. Like I can get FL4 right now if I wanted to.
That's nasty.
gross.
You can,
I could
way to do
down.
it.
It's not
It's not compatible. You can't
It's not
download it.
compatible. But I'm just
But you
saying,
can
like,
download it still?
All the legacy shit we have access to.
You still
and
get
if
it?
you bought FL8, guess what? You got every FL since then.
I genuinely. Oh, so this is just me, and I'm just playing devil's advocate for a conversation. I genuinely don't believe that you guys are going to stick to that model. Because in my head as a company, I go, bro, there's so much
There's a
money
lot of niggas buying
in
y'all.
punching
There's
y'all
gonna be a
with
good
this subscription.
flashback. Like there's gonna be a
It
good
makes sense.
flashback.
Yeah,
to
and
that
see where we
good
land.
business
You're right.
model.
It is. But I will tell you this: if for Avid, when I look at Pro Tools, I go, that was a bag, bro, because they know that each studio
Big
had
bag.
multiple systems,
Systems
and
iLocks.
I need multiple subscriptions.
Instances of Pro Tools.
Like every
And it
studio
got-
is
it
at least
got-
paying $100 a month to Pro Tools
sure.
for their
Subscriptions
rigs.
are really getting pirating out of here.
It
They
is.
are. That's the
The cloud and
next thing
iLocks
too.
and stuff like that. But it is what it is. I mean, I appreciate it, but at the same time,
You know who could do it, and I would
It's
pay
tough.
monthly, no matter what they're
Who?
charging.
Who?
Spectrasonics.
I pay monthly for them.
If
too.
I didn't
I would
own
do too.
Atmosphere and
Yeah.
all of that,
Yeah.
I would pay
I
monthly.
pay monthly
for
for
that.
I would do
output
that.
right
I would
now.
do that too.
You pay monthly for
For
output?
Yeah, I pay like
for
$10.
arcade.
Yeah, I pay like
That's
$10 a month.
arcade though.
Arcade.
Yeah, I
Just
pay
for
$10 a
arcade.
month for it.
Arcade, but it's justified because they're adding shit every day.
Yeah, see, and that's why I
That is
love
You
true.
see,
it.
if I had arcade when I was 13, I'd be a billionaire by
Oh
now.
my god! Shout out to Hit Boy. That commercial is mad.
Shout
Yo,
out
we
Hit
talked
Boy.
about what commercials were the funniest commercials, like audio commercials. That was
man.
mad funny.
Shout
But,
out to Logic for being the best second choice.
Shout
Like,
out to
I will
Logic.
give respect
Best
to that.
overall,
Logic
like
is
best
dumb
just
nice.
overall. As far
Logic
as
is
just
dumb
checks all the
nice.
boxes, I'll give it to Logic. As far as recording and mixing, I'm sticking to my Pro Tools. I'm sorry
That's
about that.
understandable.
Shout out to the ones we ain't talk about. Machine is dope. Akai
Shout out
is
Machine
dope.
is dope.
Shout out
Akai's
to Akai.
dope. Machine.
Serato.
Shout out Serato.
Serato
Sampler.
is
They
getting
y'all
in.
is y'all comp a little.
Ableton's competition.
Well, because that remember Ableton was a really DJ heavy program for people like DJ. I
But
see
now
DJs.
it's trying to, because
Serato.
I think that's why the Serato has the space it has now, because Ableton is trying to like It's trying to appeal to that both. Like, yeah, we did the DJ shit. Now
We're trying to get more of a
like we produce. We produce, guys.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
we
yeah.
produce.
Got you. Because I had a friend as a DJ. He was like, yo, I'm gonna start producing. Serato program, allows me to do it. So he was like, he's gonna do it just because.
I like it for the sample feature, but not production.
So
completely.
Ableton, what would be the strongest suit of Ableton that you would say?
Their ability to switch windows. He literally said this.
The plus button. No, for real.
The ability to compose in session view and then like actually print that like off rip. Outside of that, it's weird. Like you said, what were you saying again? Sampling.
I've always
too?
heard y'all sampling is A1.
I gotta tell you something.
Nah,
Fruity
Ableton
Loops-
sample algorithm.
Fruity Loops has 2 plugins: Fruity Slicer and Slice X. I can
And the Edison. I'm about to
No,
say the Edison.
Edison's
Edison's
not for
like a
sampling.
sample, like effector.
It's not for. It's
Oh,
for,
I would use it.
No, Slice X. I can import a sample
And it chopped that bitch
and it automatically chops.
to the keyboard.
Amazing.
I know, I've seen it. I've used it and I was like, ooh, ugh. I had to
I
do
was
it
saying
with
we
the Ableton
have-
does
but
too.
I
I
don't
have
know
to
if
use
it's an
contact
algorithm
to
or
get
something.
that done.
It's so smart. Like,
It just knows.
bro.
Got you. See, Ableton does it too. Well, I
But-
have to use, so for me, in Pro Tools, in order for me to get all of these things, I have to use third-party stuff.
Third-party
You know what I mean?
stuff.
A lot of that stuff is third-party.
Also,
Can
too,
I
I
tell
will
you-
say, my fault. The transparency. I don't know. Again, for me, like the early conversation we had, we debunked that DAWs don't really sound different.
Yeah.
But again, like when I listen to like a regular like wave file booted up in Pro Tools, I'm like, damn.
So,
There's something being done here. There's something being done here.
Hey.
I get you. I know what you're about to say.
no. Guess what? I looked into this. The new Pro Tools, there's this plugin on every single track called Heat
And you
So-
can't even.
that you don't even notice
It's
it,
just automatic.
but it says Heat. And it's really weird because what it does is I think it's trying to, it's like the NLS channel.
Oh, okay.
But I gotta look more into it. But I noticed it because I was like, yo, it's because I booted up my session, right? And I noticed something completely different. Like the sound, like,
Yeah.
look, okay, so this is what happened. This is my scenario. Stay here. This is my scenario. I downloaded the new Pro Tools, right? And then I opened up one of my old sessions.
Okay.
And my old session sounded a little different. And I was like, why does this sound
This
different?
way, yeah.
So as I'm listening to the session, I was like, yo, something's different in this new Pro Tools. I discovered they have this plugin on all the tracks now called Heat. And no,
Interesting.
don't stray, because I think what they're doing is it's emulating an analog board. I like the sound. It sounded better. And I was like, whoa, what is this natural sound that I'm getting straight up off of it? So remember how I put an NLS channel on all my tracks? I think that's kind of what it's doing. I need to look more into it. I could be super wrong, but I think that they've implemented something in Pro Tools where every track has like this analog emulation, like kind of sound of a saturation kind of thing going on. I need to look more into it, but check it out. It's called Heat. I'm gonna check that out. But
That's crazy.
that's all
Can I
we.
tell you the biggest
Give
plus
me
that
your last point.
My last point, the reason why Logic figured it out is because of their free option. GarageBand is Logic Lite.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
That's very
That's
true, too.
low-key scary, bro.
that is a wild
true,
thing,
too.
but you're absolutely right that
Apple that's the tech side of Apple figuring it out.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, if you need something free,
Right.
there it is. And once you're able to upgrade, you're not going anywhere because
That's
you know
true.
it already.
That's true.
'Cause you know
Logic
it, damn
definitely.
right.
I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to like they had it at one point because everybody used the GarageBand. Everybody,
Yeah, of
right?
course.
And once you looked at Logic, you was like, oh, it's the same thing. So we already knew what the hell was going on. So I'll say that they had that. I don't know what happened with Logic, where it kind of felt like people just slowly just stopped using it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it to me on the internet, it's still the second.
Yeah.
It feels still like the second most used as far as production that I see.
Production, yeah. To
Yeah,
us.
most of the producers I see they're using Logic or FL, but
Well,
Ableton,
nah,
is
I
not
think
far.
Ableton got
it's
that.
taking over.
I think Ableton is second, and they trying to get first, but y'all not good.
Well, wow, y'all commandeered the space, but now we getting there. We're the
Yeah.
second. We're the second.
Yeah, the fastest
DAW.
growing.
I think we're the second
schools
DAW
are
out,
really
out, of
teaching-
out of FL to have
Yes.
the scalable piano.
I think
roll.
you're
And the reason
you're
why
fastest
y'all
growing.
will win, y'all probably will win, you and Logic, is because schools are only teaching Logic and Ableton.
and Ableton. That is very true. Weirdly enough,
you know
I don't
why
like that though.
we all had Logic in school? Because we were getting Max.
Yep.
And it
that
came
makes
with
sense.
it. That's
I didn't like that Ableton shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see that in a lot of schools. I'm like, this is weird.
yeah, I get you.
That's weird.
But it is what it is.
I'm different, but like that's weird.
All right, so I'm wrapping this up. I appreciate the conversation. I don't know if
of
we got
course.
anywhere,
Nowhere.
but I just say that each DAW has their own strong suits, and I think that's where we'll go. What works best for me is what works best for me. What works best for you, etc.
Shout out
This
to
has
the
been
Quantize button.
That's
the
facts.
My Audio Nerds podcast. Make sure you visit myaudionerds.com if you guys want to support, get a t-shirt or anything of that nature. Also, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to help keep supporting this channel and to keep it going. We appreciate you guys. And also in the comments below, let us know what other topics you want us to touch and discuss for the next future episodes. I hope you enjoyed that. And until next time, you guys.